reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what, told ya I'ma do me, why you hating on me, it's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck, country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head I'm top 10, yeah that's hands down. You a squad, now you're looking man down. Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now. Call filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you. Do me wrong, might slide on you. Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then I double back and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trip. Never dull, this electric. Went and put the Ricks on my toes. Me and bro, that's the give and go. Stay 100, end zone. Keep them coming. I know. I won't flood my wrist, no, I'm not dumb like that. I just wanna give my mama 100 racks. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Go hard.
Yo, what's going on?
Touchdown like the end
Zone.
when the circle turn to my home.
Yeah, what's going on?
Go hard, or
Go hard.
Let's go.
go home.
It's the bottom line, episode 38. Welcome to the show.
If I top the top, then I double back.
We're
and I'm
back.
topping that. Yeah, I beat
We're
my
back.
own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't
Welcome
set
to the
trip.
show. Please like, share, do all that good stuff. Comment. We're back, episode 38. Trying to get a little lunch in.
Keep 'em coming. I know. I won't flood my
Now
Go to work right after this.
Hot pocket.
Yeah, I got a little hot pocket going.
Go hard, or go home.
All right, welcome to the
Go
show.
Go home.
Albert.
Go hard.
Let's go. Hey, so up with 751 members in the Facebook group.
Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home,
That's right.
get me out of my zone.
Appreciate all the members in the Facebook group. Appreciate you so much. Please like, share, comment, do all that good stuff. We usually get some chatters early. Maybe we'll put the chat on right now
Cut the
while we
chat
get
on.
started. Yeah.
I know you got a few people that want to run their mouth today.
Yeah, people want to run their mouth. Come on the show. Jump in. We're gonna get going.
Your son-in-law
got a lot to talk about.
first.
Is he first?
His team garbage. He garbage. All the whole organization trash.
The whole organization's garbage. Man.
Sound it long for your son.
What are you talking about? Hold on. So, real quick, before we get too much into the show, I was gonna show real quick here. Let's see. Let's do this like this one. All right, so want to shout out to the Mike Leach family. He passed away this week. He had a heart attack this week. Passed away. We want to give send our hearts and our thoughts and our prayers to the Leach family. He was part of the Texas Tech family for a long time. Yeah, he played. I mean, he was part of Mississippi State recently, but he led Texas Tech to 11-1 season, or only 11-1 season. He's the winningest coach back at Texas Tech, so I know a lot about him. And so, yeah.
Hey, and the thing I said about
to them,
Mississippi State, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they already named the head coach. They named Zach Arnett the head coach. But the thing I like about it is he's gonna move forward and play in the bowl game that they got selected to play in, man. So hats off to man for them being able to be resilient and be able to do what they do in this time, man. A grieving period,
right?
For sure.
Yeah. So yeah, he, like I said, he was a big part of the Texas Tech family, and I actually met him. Yeah, a couple of times they were giving out turkeys, and I talked to him for a little bit. And he talked to me. He's a nice guy. He's a quirky guy, kind of, sometimes can be strange, but he had some funny moments there at Texas Tech. Did the weather on the weather station, just messing around. But he was a good guy, so shout out to him and his family. Hopefully they're able to, go through his grieving process, and he'll be missed as a college coach. He did a lot of innovations, a lot of different things, and used to be at Oklahoma for a long time. Before he got
they had a pretty decent season under him, man. They had an 8-4
Mississippi
season,
State, they were doing better. They were better. I don't know who's going to coach that game, but I'm sure they're going to do something at that bowl game when they play. I think they play on the second.
And then they beat. They had a good decent season, 8-4. They beat Auburn, man. And they beat Ole Miss. They're going to play in the January 2nd bowl. Man, they're going to play Illinois. So no issues. SEC team. So I'm confident in that.
All right.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So shout out to them, to that family. Hopefully they're doing all right in the grieving process right now. But anyway, let's get into the show. So the World Cup is almost over. Croatia just beat Morocco this morning, 2-1 to get the third place. That was the third place match. And Argentina and France play tomorrow for the final. 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. So France is going for their second consecutive FIFA World Cup. Argentina, they'll meet tomorrow morning. Lionel Messi facing off against Paris Saint-Germain, a teammate he has, and Mbappe at Saint-Germain. Mbappe is one of his teammates over on that team, but he's a superstar Frenchman. He's already got one title, and Messi still's looking for his first one in his legendary career. Argentina's a slight favorite in this one, but you can say, like we say in the American football, it's a pick 'em. I mean, it's going to be close. There's not everybody. It's a close line. I'm rooting for Messi because I think this is going to be his last chance at 35. It'll be his last chance probably to get a World Cup. So, but I think I think France is going to win this one, but I'm going to be rooting for Messi to win one. Any thoughts?
Nah, man. Hey, I'm rolling, man. I like Messi, man. He's one of their top scorers. Messi, Alvarez, got a guy named Molina, man. And Messi's like the key player in everything. But if you look at France, they got a guy named Mbappe and Schumann or somewhere, Griezmann, Mbappe, and whatever.
Mbappe, he's the star.
Yeah, Mbappe. Yeah, but if I had to
make
a selection, man, I'm going Argentina, man. Argentina will edge out and win the game, man.
Okay.
Based off Messi, man. Messi's a phenomenal.
This is last shot. So
Last shot to win something.
I'm sure even the team wants to win it for Messi.
Right.
So they're gonna be motivated to go out there, and we'll see what happens.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna root for Argentina, but I have a feeling that France is gonna repeat. I don't know what the history is on that, but y'all know the history. You know, has there been any repeats in the World Cup? There probably has been. Well, it's probably been a while though. Anyway, all right. Let us know what you think of the World Cup. Who's gonna win that? Share, like, do all that good stuff. So in the NBA, Steph Curry injured his shoulder. Found out there's no surgery necessary. He'll be out for about a month. They're currently 10th in the West. They could still make the playoffs. Probably most likely will still hang around at the bottom. Curry's out for about a month, so he was playing, really well, even almost MVP level, but they still had a losing record as far as the Warriors. They still had a losing record. I think they are 14-16 right now. And so, are the Warriors done as far as the repeating for the finals? I mean, we probably still think they'll make the playoffs, but are they done? Playing, right?
So I'll say this, man. I think Steph
can
Curry
they still make a run?
He heals up and gets back into the normal routine. Right now, they're number 16. Man, I think they lost last night to the 76ers last night. The tables have really turned in the West too, man, because we had made so many predictions early on, but now you got looking at 2, Nuggets 3, Suns 4. Hell, the Kings are in the top 5. So, bro,
I told you New Orleans was gonna make was frisky.
You was right about that.
They're gonna be up there.
And on top of that, what's the name, man? He looks good though, slimmed up, good. He's good, fit. He's making no good plays. At this point in the season, man, I think Steph Curry can bounce back. I even think that Golden State can make a run, but they'll probably get into they won't be in like the top seeded teams.
Yeah,
but they'll get into the play-in.
Can they make a run as a play-in? Can they make a run as a play-in? I think they're done.
I doubt it.
I think they're done.
I seriously doubt it.
I think they're done. Their season's done. They're not going to be in the in the finals or even. I mean, I think they'll barely make the play-in at this point, and from there, I don't know. They're probably going to have to play one of the top teams. I don't think they can make a run. So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they can turn it around. Jordan Poole got paid. Wiggins got paid. So those guys got to come in and kind of pick up the slack. With Steph out. They haven't been playing that great.
They're lacking shooting, man. You got to play solid defense. That's what I think they're lacking. When Steph Curry out of the game, man, that's really hurting them even more.
Yeah. Let us know what you think. Are the Warriors done? I think they are. So as far as the LA Lakers, Westbrook has been playing a lot better, coming off the bench, kind of the sixth man. Should the Lakers trade him before the February 9th deadline? I mean, there may be a market now that he's been showing some value, showing that he can contribute to a team. Should they right now as his stock has gone up a little bit? Should they try and get something for him, or what are you thinking?
Hold on to him, man.
Hold on to Westbrook.
Hold on to Westbrook, man.
But he's. I mean, you can get something for him.
Now I'm gonna give you.
It doesn't seem like he fits in with the Lakers.
These stats from last night. Westbrook played 30 minutes, 11 rebounds, 12 assists, scored 15, and they beat the Nuggets last night. Jokic played pretty good, and I thought Jokic gonna give them a run.
But don't the Lakers need shooters? He's not a shooter. That's what they're lacking is shooters.
I said Pat Bev ain't no shooter either.
He's been shooting terrible this year. But what I'm saying is, shouldn't they get rid of Westbrook and get a couple of shooters in there?
Nah, man, keep Westbrook, man. But they got Westbrook
I think that's
is a big
mistake.
investment too, Flo.
I know, but I'm just saying.
That the Lakers gonna owe it.
Well, I mean, after next year, I think he comes off the contract, or he's got a 1 year. They can buy it out.
A 1 year deal.
After next year, I think they can buy him out.
Easy,
but
man.
I'm just saying. I mean, if somebody's got some young players they're trying to pawn off, and
if they got some young guns to trade,
we'll see.
Picks and all that stuff to get Westbrook.
I don't know. It's gonna be
right now.
I say they try now that he's got some value though. He's got a little bit of value. Before he was just like.
Where do you see Westbrook fitting in the best? Where does Westbrook fit into an organization for you? A team?
I think he can come off the bench and give you, or he can either run your second.
But what team?
Maybe. What about
the Heat?
What about Indiana?
Yeah.
Indiana, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe he can go back to Washington. They're a borderline team. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to see where. I mean, somebody
Cavaliers?
would take him. I don't know if the Cavaliers would take him. Cavaliers are in third place. I don't know that they need him. I mean, if he's willing to come off the bench with the Cavs, I think that could work. I mean,
come out the bench for the Knicks too. Off the bench.
I mean, probably. I'm thinking he's gonna want to be a starter somewhere. So it'll have to be somewhere that probably wants him as a starter. But I don't know. Maybe they can't even get rid of him. Who knows?
But I'm saying, is he worth the investment of another organization? You know, a couple of other star players and some picks too. That's the question, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's the problem. Is he worth it? So, baby, I'm worth it. All right, so they unveiled the new MVP trophy, Michael Jordan MVP trophy. So got 23 facet crystal balls, a nod to his jersey, 23.6 and 23.6 weighs. Height is 23.6 and weight is 23.6, representing his jersey number. 15-degree nod to his 15 season career. 5-sided base, 6-sided nameplate, representing his 6 championships. So a lot of things kind of representing Michael Jordan. What are you thinking here? You like it? What are you thinking about this trophy?
The GOAT, man. There's nobody else that's ever done it better than Jordan, man. Numbers, stats, ring, championship.
Right.
Michael Jordan is the epitome of the life.
Right.
Easily. I mean, nobody can tell me otherwise. Jordan captured everything that it takes to be a complete basketball player.
Right.
And if you look at when Jordan played in Utah when he had the flu, and they beat Utah when he had to play, I think it was the final or something like that.
Right.
Michael Jordan, a complete player. Michael Jordan went wrong when they stayed with the Bulls.
Right.
But I like that. I like the layout.
You like the layout?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they were also thinking about there was another one. This one for LeBron, the flopper of the year, I think.
That's all you do.
This is the LeBron one they're thinking about doing. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I thought that's funny. Yeah, I think for sure LeBron deserves it. Michael Jordan deserves it. He is probably the greatest. I know he didn't want one in his likeness, but I think it's worth it to have Michael Jordan, one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest. So, what are you watching over there? Pay attention.
I got that Jackson State game going. I'm listening to you. I got him on the background. I'm listening to you too.
Yeah. Pay attention. All right.
I got you.
All right. So let's look at the NBA standings and kind of talk about where we're going, where we're at. What are you thinking as far as the NBA standings? Right. Let me show that on the screen here. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Our Twitch guy is Twitch guy is here. Appreciate the guy on Twitch.
Oh boy.
And let me share this real quick. I think it's this one. Yeah, so here's the standings so far. You got Boston, Milwaukee, Cleveland, Brooklyn, number 4, Philadelphia, and the Knicks. Those are kind of your top 6. The Knicks a little bit of a surprise. Miami's starting to come on now, and Atlanta's number 8. So, what's your thoughts here about the West? As far as who can sustain, who do you think is going to be your top three? Is it going to be the same top three? Somebody going to make a push to get in there? Those top 3 or 4 teams. What are you thinking here in the East?
Right now, 2. I think the top 2 may bounce around and move back and forth. Brooklyn or Philly went into that 3 position, man, as the season moves on.
What I tell you about Brooklyn? Remember they were down at 8.
Brooklyn was at the bottom of the barrel. They were like moved up, so that's what I said.
Yeah, they were down like 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, and
They've
so
been playing better.
I foresee a Philly moving up, taking the third spot. I think Boston and Milwaukee, they're gonna, for most of the season, and probably, either one of those will capture the first and second place. But hey, move up.
Do you think Cleveland's gonna fade?
You
think Cleveland's gonna fade? Cleveland?
Man,
They're gonna fall
Cleveland,
back.
man.
They got Donovan Mitchell.
When I look at Cleveland, man, they got
Evan Mobley.
Mavericks tonight. They got the Jazz. The Bucks gonna take the Clippers. The Bucks gonna take the Cavs out next week, man.
So your top 3 by the end of the season. What are you saying? Your top. Let's say your top 4. What's gonna be your top 4 by the end of the season?
By the end of the season, I'm gonna go Boston, Brooklyn, and Philly. Cleveland will be your
Boston, Milwaukee, Brooklyn, and Philly.
Philly, and then 5 seed.
Okay. And New York's kind of been a surprise team, being in the number 6 spot. We'll see if they can keep that up. I think at one point I can't remember who was first place, but some people have moved down. Brooklyn's moved up. I think Atlanta has moved down since.
Atlanta fell out.
Yeah. So I like those top 4 that you just said. I think that's a possibility. Brooklyn, Philly. I think James Harden's coming back with the Sixers. He's going to start helping that team do better, start continuing to fit in there. I think Brooklyn is starting to come together with Ben Simmons and Kyrie and KD playing together, getting more time together. I think that's going to help. I think that, they may have a mission this season to finally say, hey, look, we're playing together. They haven't really played together that much. So Elias is saying Lake Show. Something about Go Lake Show. Anyway, so let's talk. Speaking of the West.
You know what, man, your son-in-law, I think he blind. He don't understand sports. They at the bottom.
He blind?
Bro, they at the bottom.
I don't think he's officially blind. I don't think he's officially blind.
He's colorblind.
All right, so here's the top teams in the West. Memphis is number 1, New Orleans 2, and I told you New Orleans was going to make a push up there for one of the top teams. The Nuggets, the Suns, the Kings kind of making a push. That's a little bit of a surprise team. Portland, number 6, and now that Lillard's come back, that may go. They may move up. Got Utah, the Clippers, and Dallas, and Minnesota rounding out the top 10. So what are you thinking here on your top? Who's going to be? Who is this going to be your top 4 by the end of the season? Who do you think moves up, moves down?
All right, man, let me make some adjustments to this, man. I'm definitely going to go Grizzlies 1. I think Phoenix gonna really make a run it. I'll leave Denver at 3. Drop New Orleans to 4. That's what I think.
New Orleans to 4.
Yep.
So what by the end of the season, who's gonna be your top 4 here? What are you thinking?
Let's go. Memphis, Phoenix, Denver. We'll go.
Who?
Memphis, Phoenix, Denver.
And who's number 4?
Memphis, Phoenix, New Orleans.
Memphis, Phoenix, Denver, and then New Orleans. So
Denver.
You're saying New Orleans didn't move. So the same top 4, it's just New Orleans moves down?
That's it.
Okay.
And Phoenix move up.
Okay. So, yeah, so Elias is saying the Lakers are going to move up to number 8.
I mean, they got a good chance.
Maybe. You know what? I'm gonna make a little bit of a, just like I did with New Orleans. I said New Orleans move up. I think the Clippers are gonna move in to the top 4. And Phoenix and
Hey, your boy
Denver.
still hurt. He's playing.
Huh?
Why he playing? He injured.
No, he's playing. He just ain't playing every game. Coming back slowly. I think the Clippers are going to be able to go in there.
He said
The Suns will end up moving down. I think the Clippers will move up. He's saying the Clippers are inconsistent. So, but I think the Clippers are going to move up into the top 4 by the end of the season. They'll be number 3 or 4. I think Denver will start to slow down, but they probably still be in there. I think Phoenix will drop out of the top 4. I like these top 4, except Clippers being in here, maybe at number 4, maybe at 3, and Denver's at 4. But that's what I think is going to happen. Oh, somebody said Saints are trash.
I'm telling your boy that. I'm back. Go ahead, man. Son-in-law, talk too much, bro.
Yeah, he talked too much. Hey, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Share this on your Facebook. Help us out. But let us know what you think. Who's going to be your top 4 by the end of the season in the West and the East? We pretty much like the same here on the East. I think we said Boston, Milwaukee, Brooklyn, and Philly will end up being the top 4. And then basically Canteen likes these top 4, but New Orleans drops to 4 here. I think Phoenix drops out, and I think the Clippers move up to 4. We'll see what happens. Let us know what you think in the chat, and we'll move on. All right, so the NCAA, a lot of bowl games going on.
Yeah.
A lot of bowl games happening. Let me stop this real quick.
Right.
So I think let me see if I can find what's going on right now.
Right now.
There's some bowl games right now, right? Happening right now.
Mm-hmm. Celebration Bowl.
So yeah, Louisville's beat Cincinnati in the Fenway Bowl. Florida and Oregon State. Florida 6-6, Oregon State 9-3. You gotta let me. What do you think on that one? That game just started. Who's gonna win that game?
Florida Gators.
Florida Gators 6-6 against Oregon State, who's 9-3. Who do you like there?
Man, I'm going Oregon State, bro.
Oregon State.
Oregon State.
Yeah, I think Oregon State's gonna take that one. Okay.
Yeah,
right now they're favored by I don't know. I didn't get the line on that one, but I think Oregon State's gonna pull that one out. Another good game coming up. I think
Washington plays Fresno.
Washington plays Fresno. Yep. Baylor plays Air Force on Thursday. Next Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Or this coming Thursday. No, next Thursday. Yeah, it's coming Thursday. And then you have who else? Let me see. Who plays at 6:30? You got SMU and BYU. That could be a good game. Who else?
SMU, BYU.
Yeah. And so let's see. And then what do we got? Baylor. When do we play? Texas Tech plays next Wednesday, I thought. That's what I was thinking. Let me look at that. Yeah, Ole Miss on Wednesday. We play Ole Miss in the Texas Bowl.
28.
Yeah. What about Wisconsin and Oklahoma State? That should be a good game. They play on Tuesday night in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl. Who you like there in Wisconsin and Oklahoma State?
Man, I'm going Oklahoma State. I'm going with the coach with the mullet, bro.
Okay. Oklahoma State, the mullet ball.
Going with the mullet. With the mullet, man.
And then Kansas, who had a pretty decent season, they play Arkansas. Who do you like there in the Liberty Bowl?
I'm going Arkansas, man. Brett
Arkansas?
Bielema.
Okay.
Brett Bielema, man. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. And then you got Texas playing Washington in the Alamo Bowl. Texas is ranked number 20 right now against Washington, number 12. Who you like there in that
Going
one?
Texas all the way. I'm going Sarkeesian in, man.
Yeah, I like Texas in that one, too. I'm not a big Texas fan, but I think Texas should win that one. And then there's Notre Dame and South Carolina. That should be a good game. On Friday, the Gator Bowl. Who do you like there?
I'm definitely going to go. Man, that's going to be a tight.
Notre Dame's 2-point favorite in that game.
I'm going Shane Beamer. I'm going
South Carolina?
Yeah, South Carolina over Notre Dame in that one, definitely.
Okay.
Tennessee Clemson.
Tennessee Clemson. That's another one. Number 6 versus 7. Right now, Clemson's 6.5 point favorite in that game.
I'm going
Is the
Tennessee.
quarterback out still? The Tennessee quarterback still out?
He is still injured, yeah. And then they got and then the kid that was at Clemson, he's in the portal. This Samoan kid.
Oh, he hit the transfer portal?
In the portal, man. He was looking horrible, man.
Yeah.
So the end started looking horrible.
Okay. So you like Clemson in that one?
No, I like Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee. I think Clemson will win that game. What about Alabama, number 5, and Kansas State, number 9?
I'm going Kansas State. The reason why I'm going Kansas State.
Okay.
Alabama plays sloppy. Not in the playoff. They not in no contention. They have nothing to win. They
so you think Alabama's not going to be motivated?
No, they're going to play sloppy and lose against Kansas State. Trust me.
Kansas State's a solid team. Kansas State's a solid team.
They're gonna play sloppy and lose against Kansas State.
Okay. And then shout out again to Coach Mike Leach. His team, Mississippi State, plays Illinois in the Reliquist Bowl on Monday. Who do you like there? I think Mississippi State's gonna be motivated to win that game.
Got ready to win, man.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna win.
What about another good game? Might be. We'll talk next week. We'll talk about the championship games. TCU against Michigan and Ohio State against Georgia. But what do you think about Penn State against Utah in the Rose Bowl? That should be a good game.
I'm going Utah.
Utah?
I'm going Utah, baby. I'm going Utah on that one. I'm going Utah.
He wants to bet on that one. He want to bet you on that Kansas State game.
Do you want to what you want to bet, man? I go to the casino a lot. Yeah.
He want to bet.
Okay, do you want to bet? Do you want to bet? I can't bet with you tomorrow.
Let's go 20.
I'm going with
Let's do it. Let's do a 20. Cash app it. Do $20.
Cash app $20, man.
So is he going to give you the 6.5? You got to find that out too. Do you want the 6.5? Or are you going to take it straight up?
He gonna give me 6.5.
I'm just saying, is he? I don't know. You need to find that out before you bet.
I'm gonna hit. I'm straight bet. I don't do that spread. Give me straight.
Straight up.
I like Kansas State.
What do you think, Elias? Straight up. K-State bleeds Alabama straight up.
And if Alabama,
I think you put it
by 10 or better.
10 for Bama and 10 for the Saints. Oh, 10 and 10. He's in this. Well, but you said the Saints were going to win. Lock it in. It's locked in. $10 for that Bama wins, and you saying K-State wins, and then it'd be the Saints against the Falcons. Okay, let's go.
$20, man.
All right, let's go. Lock it in. We got a bet. It's recorded. It's recorded now. Can't do nothing about it. He locked it in. Look, locked in. He dancing too. He gonna be crying.
You talk too much.
All right. Any other games you want to talk about? There's gonna be any bowl games coming up besides the championship games?
I just told you about.
What?
You want me to caveat on what we talked about with Deion Sanders?
Oh yeah. You can. I mean, that's college football.
All right. So we had a conversation earlier talking about Jackson State, all this, that, the film. Jackson State is a great organization, great HBCU. Sanders went and accomplished what he set out to accomplish. A lot of people don't like that he left and he moved on. Keep it real. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. They ran Deion Sanders out of the salary. The reason I say what I say is this right here. Nick Saban, free, Les Miles, Kirby Smart.
They ran him out. So you're saying these big coaches ran Deion out?
Deion Sanders out there. He had to go.
So you mean they forced him out? So you're saying they forced him out?
They forced him out because that number one kid, Travis State, he could have went anywhere but Jackson State, but he went to Jackson State because of Deion Sanders. And when people saw the power and the prestige that Deion Sanders had,
they need to get rid of him.
In this, to get rid of him.
So you think the power conferences in the South got rid of him? Put pressure on Jackson State to get rid
I
of
know
him?
that's a fact, Jack. That's a fact.
Wow.
That's a fact. Deion Sanders went to Boulder, right?
Uh-huh.
To a program that was in the dump. They was If Deion Sanders win 3 or 4 games next season, he done a whole lot.
Right.
He already got a contract, but his money ain't even guaranteed. They ain't even got the money to pay him yet.
Well, Elias agrees with you.
I know what I'm talking about.
Well,
They ran Nick Saban them. Listen, it's only so much them guys gonna do.
So you're saying they had to get him out of there because he was taking too much of the talent
They
away from the
had
big
to,
schools.
Flo.
Okay.
Now, Florida State is his alma mater. Why wouldn't Florida State get him?
Yeah.
Think about it. It's just my 2 cents.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was his original plan, maybe to go back to Florida State, but I don't know. You think they won't let him back in? You don't think that these big schools in the South want him over there, taking all the talent away?
Eventually he'll get there. Deion Sanders gonna go to Colorado for about 2 years.
Right.
Let his son graduate. Let his son get to the draft, and then he gonna move on. He likes to challenge, and he likes to be a conduit of change. He's gonna go there, gonna build a program. I ain't gonna say no national championship. Now I ain't gonna put him up there that far.
Okay.
But get him first.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, I could see that. I could see it. Maybe they did run him out. I mean, I could see that because he was causing some disruption down in the South, getting a lot of those recruits.
Listen. You look at Mississippi now. You got Ole Miss, Mississippi State. You got Alabama. You got Auburn. You got all them. You got Little Oak.
Yeah.
But Jackson State wasn't a. I mean, he was a conduit of a change, but Jackson. Hell, they didn't pay him much. They ain't do too much with his salary. A lot out of his self to build it, and I understood why he did what he did. Was because it was all Black Lives Matter movement and George Floyd. But Deion Sanders made a good. He did what he had on. But I'm gonna tell you, like I just said, they ran Deion Sanders from down. I'm telling you, gonna let a brother. Okay. They weren't gonna let him come down there and do what he did.
Right. Okay. Hey.
That's just me.
Yeah, I could be part of it. I mean, I don't know if it was about being a brother, but I think the fact that he was pulling big recruits from the big schools and taking them to Jackson State.
Athletes.
Yeah, he was pulling them to Jackson State. He was. Yeah. All right. Let us know what you think in the chat and the repeat when you see this. Let us know, give us some thoughts, and we'll reply for sure later on if you see this on the later on, not on the live, but later on when you see it later on. All right, so the NFL, let's wrap up some Thursday Night Football. So Thursday Night Football happened, and where was it at? It was the 49ers and the Seahawks. 49ers 21-13. I don't even think it was that close. I feel like the 49ers could have ran away with that game, but 49ers looked pretty good. They pretty much, they held Seattle. Seattle got a late touchdown in that game. But, that game was over pretty much by the fourth quarter, I think. What are you thinking there? Any final thoughts on the 49ers beating the Seahawks? Any thoughts there?
Man, bro, when I look at the numbers across the 17, 26, 217 yards, 2 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, 26 carries, touchdown. But Kittle, 4 receptions, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns. The 49ers are when it comes to the playoffs. I'm going to be honest with you. They sealed the deal with their division. Will at least get a home playoff game out was Levi Stadium, not Candlestick anymore.
Right.
I'm scared of the 49ers at this point. Even with the third spot. I'm afraid of what their defense can do. Their offense can make some magic, but their defense is going to be hard for teams to really match up
I think the defense
against a defense like the 49ers.
Yeah, I feel I think if you got a good running game, you can overcome that defense because they got a lot. They got a good pass rush. They can get some pressure on you with Bosa and the guys on the line with just 4. But if you start running the ball right at them, a lot of times you can kind of bring that pass rush down a little bit because it'll start to slow
Right.
down because they're getting gashed on the run. And I think someone with a good run game, a good plan to run the ball, and then let the run game bring you your pass game along, and don't try and pass it too much because they got too much on that line in that front seven.
Yeah.
And so you got to keep them from rushing your quarterback too much by running right at them.
So when you
they
look
do
at,
have a great defense.
When you look at the 49ers schedule, man, the 49ers they're probably gonna beat the Washington Commanders at home.
Maybe
They may or may not beat the Raiders, the Cardinals, and they already got a home field game. They already sealed the division up. So
right,
they're just
they're
waiting on
the division.
they're waiting on that 6-seeded team in the NFC for the wild card.
Right.
That's pretty much it.
Right. Yeah.
Now it looks like they'll be playing. Is it the Giants? No. Right now the Commanders they're in the 7th seed spot right now.
Yeah. So let's look at the playoff picture.
Yep.
Let me see playoff picture. We can put that on the screen real quick.
We can kind of just talk through the numbers, man. Because
let's see here. So here's the current playoff picture right now.
Yeah.
The AFC, you have Buffalo at place, and then so it'll be a new. We're talking about this side, so it'll be right now the Niners will be playing Washington football team again.
Yep.
And then the Giants will be playing the Minnesota. So all the NFC teams will make it right now. We'll be playing the Bucks, and so that's kind of your playoff right now as of right now. But you do have some outsiders looking in as far as the NFC here.
Why the NFC?
You have Seattle, Detroit, and Green Bay, and Carolina. You guys are right in that mix with Carolina and you and Green Bay. That outside chance of making it.
Bubble, Seattle probably up. Maybe Detroit, but
Detroit's been hot lately. Detroit's been playing well lately. And they played everybody close all year. I think they got blown out once, but they played everybody close, even the games they've lost. Seattle has been kind of faltering lately. They've been kind of falling off. They started out well, but lately they've been losing games. So I don't know if Seattle can come out of there. It's possible that all the NFC East teams make the playoffs. All the NFC East. Yeah, they said it was the weakest, but maybe the strongest division right now. But So that. What about? Let's move on to the games coming up. So the games coming up, the Ravens and the Browns coming up. That'll be a good game. The Ravens, I think, is Lamar still out on that game? I think Lamar's still out.
They're gonna go with Huntley tonight. They're gonna start.
They're gonna go with Huntley. So right now, just a quick update. The Colts are beating up on the Vikings right now. That's kind of a shocker. I don't think they're gonna beat up on them. I thought they could win, but 33-0. Vikings, I don't know what's wrong with them. That's not good. But we'll see what happens. Going in the playoffs, you want to be winning. You don't want to be losing. So that's not looking good for the Vikings right now. But Baltimore and Cleveland, I think this is a big game because Baltimore needs to keep pace there and keep Cincinnati off of them, because if they get pushed out, if they lose this game, Cincinnati might take first place if Cincinnati wins it coming up. So Baltimore really needs this game. And then the Browns, of course, they're trying to make maybe a push for the playoffs, but you want Watson to start showing something. I mean, they invested a lot of money in him, so you want him to finish strong, even if they miss the playoffs. You want to see something from Watson.
I like the Browns tonight. I like the Browns.
You like the Browns? I think the Browns could win that game. We'll see. I think if Deshaun Watson starts to kind of get his feet under him and starts to feel more comfortable, because he hasn't played in over 2 years, really. To be honest, that's a long time to not be playing football. So we'll see what happens. That'll be an interesting game because both teams really need that game. What about? Let's see. What do we got here? Let's get a couple more games in here. Let's see. So let's talk about the Titans and the Chargers. Both are 7-6. They've both been struggling. They both had tough seasons. They've been up and down. The Chargers really need this game more. If you think about it, the Chargers need this game just to keep pace to try and make the playoffs. Right now, they're on the outside looking in with New England. New England's got the edge on them. Even though they got the same record, they got the edge. I think they got the tiebreaker with them. So the the Titans really need. I mean, the Chargers really need this game, but the Titans need it too. I mean, they're in first place right now in their division, but who's there behind them in the? Oh, Jacksonville's starting to come up, but I think Tennessee's. You know, they don't want to lose another one. They don't want to go 7-7. You know, and they've been having a tough time. Like you said, December, January is when you want to be playing your best ball.
When you need to be on point.
And Tennessee's been struggling, so they don't want to lose another one in December. So what do you think about that game, Titans and the Chargers? Chargers really fighting for a playoff spot. What do you like there?
Going Titans, man. Going Titans.
Really?
I think the Titans really. You look at both divisions. The Titans are in first place, but I think the Titans need to win more than anything. Even and it really won't make much of a difference if the Chargers lose. They'll be 7-7. But if I'm thinking like I'm thinking, I think the Titans need this win to be more relevant team. You know, at this point, to see if they want to win their division and if they want to host, they gotta win. They gotta win.
You don't want to back into the playoffs. I think the Chargers really need this game. I think the Chargers are finally getting healthy. I think they might pull out this game. I kind of hope that the Titans win just because they're going to be even more motivated when they play us the following week. After we play the Eagles, we got to play the Titans. So I think it'll be a couple of weeks, but I'm kind of hoping the Titans win. But I'm thinking the Chargers are going to win this game. They're going to pull it out. The Chargers have been getting healthy on the outside with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. Herbert finally got some weapons on the outside that he hasn't had most of the year. Those guys have been banged up on and off, and you hadn't really had both of them at the same time. I think that Chargers are going to pull this game out, and they're going to pull themselves up with New England and kind of tighten that race with the Patriots for that last playoff spot. The Patriots got some tough games coming up, and so this win will go good. The Raiders, I think they might have a tough time with the Raiders as far as the Patriots coming up. And then they got to finish out the season with the Bengals, the Dolphins, and Buffalo. So, I don't see the Patriots winning all those games. So this is a big game for the Chargers to kind of solidify that playoff spot. I think they pull this game out. Okay, so what about the Giants and the Commanders? 7-5-1, both of them. Commanders are 4.5-point favorites. Both teams need this for the playoffs. They're both in right now, as we saw earlier. But who do you like here, Giants and the Commanders?
Woo, man, this is tough. Tonight, it's tough, bro. This is a man. It's like biting my nails down, to the cuticle. I'm gonna go the Giants by 3. They'll upset them at FedEx. Be a close division game. Come down to whoever has the better defense. Both their offenses are kind of so.
Right.
But I'm going to go with the Giants. I think the Giants got the better edge, and I think the Giants will edge out and win by 3.
Okay.
At FedEx tomorrow night. Okay.
I kind of like, I can see that, but I kind of like the Commanders in this game. Taylor Heineke's been playing well. Daniel Jones has kind of struggled lately. I think that as far as McLaren and Dotson for the Commanders, they've looked pretty well, and Heineke has been solid these last few weeks. I still think he has an expiration date. At some point, Heineke is going to turn into, what he was. He's not going to lead them to the Super Bowl, but I think he's going to play well this game. He's kind of got his feet under him as far as he's going to play pretty good most of the game. He may make a mistake here and there that might cost them a game against a better team, and that's why I don't think they'll go far in the playoffs. But I think they can win this game. I think the Commanders are playing well, and I was trying to see if Chase Young comes back, but he might be back this game, and that could also help with the pass rush with Daniel Jones. But I think Chase Young is close to coming back if he doesn't come back on this game. So I see the Commanders pulling this game out at home, probably a 3-point game. They may not cover the 4.5, but I think they win this game. All right, the last two games the Falcons and the Saints. You just made a bet on this one, so I think you were leaning toward the Saints, but now you got to pick the Falcons. What are you thinking here? The Falcons finally starting Ritter, making his first NFL start, and the Saints kind of been struggling up and down. I think Dalton is still starting for them, I believe, in that game.
Andy Dalton starting.
Andy Dalton. So
Saints
what do you
are
like there?
Four,
What's your thoughts there?
man, it's gonna be rough in New Orleans, man.
Yeah, New Orleans.
That is a play football, man. I think.
Yeah.
Man, I want the Falcons to really edge. It's gonna be a close game, 3-point game.
Right.
3. I'm gonna take the Falcons by 3.
Okay, Falcons by 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think this will be a close game. I just think because of Ritter's is his first start. You know, he doesn't have as good a team as Brock Purdy does over with the 49ers. So he had a really good first start. But I think that, you know, the Falcons doesn't have enough around Desmond Ridder. So he's going to struggle a little bit. I feel like he's going to make a couple of bad mistakes. And I feel like that gives the Saints the game. I'll be pulling for the Falcons, but I feel like Desmond's going to just make a bad mistake, a rookie mistake that, you know, you just make as a rookie, you know. He hadn't had a lot of time out there. He doesn't have a lot around him, a lot of weapons. And so, but who knows? Maybe he surprises us and he plays well in his first start. I hope he plays well. But I think he's going to make one or two key mistakes that kind of cost him the game, so to speak. And that New Orleans pulled this game. But I'll be pulling for you, Canteen, that you win that bet. All right, so Cowboys 10-3 against the Jaguars, 5-8. Jaguars are 4-point underdogs at home. The Jags been playing better. They're still alive mathematically for the playoffs. Last week, the Cowboys tried to give away the game against the Texans, but they finally pulled it out. Who do you like here? I think this is a bit of a trap game. We play the Eagles next week. Hopefully, they're not looking ahead to the Eagles game. What are you thinking here with the Cowboys? Our Cowboys versus the Jaguars.
All right, bro. Jaguars, Eagles, Titans, Commanders. I'm gonna be honest. I think the Cowboys are gonna fall to them tomorrow, man.
Oh gosh, man, what are you
doing?
doing?
This is what I'm telling you. I would much rather choke tomorrow, lose to the Jaguars, than choke on Christmas Eve and lose to the Eagles. Right?
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point, but the only point I say is that if you lose tomorrow, you're not going to catch the Eagles for the first place. If we win, we have a shot to beat the Eagles because we could give them one loss next week, and they could slip up, and then we end up with the same record, and we beat them on tiebreakers. So I don't want to lose this game just for the fact that, you know, we don't want to, you know, next week we'll be more motivated to win.
The Eagles got the Bears, Cowboys, Saints, and Giants.
I think they could lose that Giants game because the Giants will be fighting for a playoff spot, so they'll be motivated to win.
They probably sit there.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we win this game. They might slip up one of those games, and we still got a shot at first place. If we lose this game, we have no shot at first place, even if we beat the Eagles next week, because I don't think the Eagles are losing 2 more games after us.
I would say this: it's a must-win for the Cowboys. Cowboys by 6. Must win.
6.
Must win.
I think it will be a close game. I think they are kind of looking ahead to the Eagles, but I think we'll end up putting out. Our defense will help us out. We need to run heavy, run heavy, balance for sure, but we need to run the ball quite a bit. And so I feel like if we run the ball and don't let Dak put it in Dak's hands to win the game like we did last week, he can do that every now and then, but I don't think he's consistent at that, and I don't trust him to win games at the end of the game all the time. So I say we win a close one. I'm going to say a 3-point game. We don't end up covering. I'm going to say something like 27-24 or something like that, 27-23. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping that we blow them out, but I think it's going to be a close game just because Jaguars are playing well, and we're kind of looking forward to the Eagles. Remember, Micah Parsons said something about Jalen Hurts. He's not an MVP candidate. I don't know if you heard about that.
Too much, man. Talk too much. Talk too
Yeah,
much.
but I think he was just being honest. But you don't say that out in the you
Right.
know, so people can hear it, because in that just everybody starts talking about it.
taking a
And
run with
everybody asks, everybody asks about it and all that good stuff. So that's kind of tough to do that. So, all right, man. Any final thoughts? I'm gonna have to go to work here in a minute. What do you got? Anything else?
Hey, do you
Yeah.
want to bet on that? You want me to make a wager on that game tomorrow?
Which one?
Cowboys and Jags.
Yeah, give me the Cowboys by 3.
All right.
Straight up. Just give them to me straight up.
I'll take it when I go.
All right.
Well, let's spin it.
Cowboys by 3. And who else? You making another bet? Which other bet you making?
Seeing the Chargers. Man, I'm going to this, man.
Give me the Chargers on that one. I'll take the Chargers.
All right.
All right, man. All right, man.
All right, bro.
Hey, man, we'll see you next time.